What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast, episode 119. This week we watched Captain Marvel. 2 words. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Travis.
And we're flicking our cigarettes and stepping through the portals with Adam.
Where are we going to the portal? Where's it
The
taking?
end game, dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got
To
you.
the end game.
Well, this was a way prequel to that.
Way prequel.
Yeah. Well, we're coming
Hey,
from end game.
I got a question.
We're taking a step back because we're kind of doing this in.
Every time some shit popped off, why didn't they just call this motherfucker in?
For real, right?
I mean, this like game over.
Like when Ultron was fucking
Anything.
raising hell, or
People died.
yeah.
All they had to do was call was it Captain Marvel or Marvel?
But.
I mean, wouldn't you classify some of that stuff as an emergency? The world's being taken over. Emergency.
I feel like with Nick Fury, his logic probably would have went, let's see what the Avengers can do.
If they can't do it, then I'll call her in.
Look, if that happens, then because Fury's not. It takes the snap to kill Fury, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Motherfucker ain't gonna die.
Wow.
So I feel like his contingency would have been
88.
Captain Marvel is what's gonna happen. Captain Marvel is what he would have. That's who he would have called to been like, hey, our planet's.
Yeah.
I had a team. Shit didn't pan out.
Sorry.
Do something.
Let me hit you up on the 2-way.
Right.
Meet me at the Blockbuster we first met at.
So the logic for Captain Marvel's absence from the 90s throughout the events of the MCU.
She's finding those motherfuckers a home.
Up until Endgame is literally she's got better things to do.
Well,
The universe is a big place.
yeah, as we saw in Endgame, it's like she's trying to take care of just like the whole
Everything. She's trying to play God.
the
But
galaxy.
how long was okay? So how long? Because I kind of was in and out with this one.
In and out.
Well, I mean, I'd watch it and I'd be like, okay. All right, something's happening. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention.
Well, he was reading the script for Mallrats, so it was before 90. What? 3?
It was not. No, it was. It took place because the accident happened in '89.
Mm-hmm. So she was there for 6 years.
So it'd have been 95.
So how old was she when she was abducted? In like what, her 20s?
I would say
Something like
probably
that.
19,
25.
Yeah, some shit like that. What I'm saying is that now that she's an Earthling that gets abducted because of the accident. She gets the binary power and she can become Captain Marvel and all that shit.
So the aliens made her think that it was them that gave her the power.
Yeah. She didn't have any memory.
What were their names?
The Kree.
But when but here's my thing. Wouldn't you think that after being like, all right, you guys are not the enemy. I am gonna help you find your home world. All this shit. You do that, and you kind of start. Wouldn't you think at some point you'd keep coming back, kind of? Because like if I was, I feel like once I realized, all right, I'm a human from Earth. I had this life, all this. I would feel rooted at Earth. I would feel like that's where. When everything's over with, I'd come back to Earth.
I don't think it was over, though. Well, he said that there were a lot of them spread out, thousands of them spread out over she was probably going around rounding them up, taking them home. Like, she just like straight up made this her mission. Because the woman, the woman that, what was her name?
Tina.
Now that created the engine.
Yeah, I can't think.
All right, well, that was her mission, was to save these people. So she's carrying a torch, But hey, here was something I said earlier. Travis, did you notice this? She forgot everything but her sense of humor. She didn't forget how to make jokes. Because none of the Kree, they weren't making jokes all the time, but she was cracking them left and right.
Now, one thing that I thought was cool, and it could just be my brain just shitting on itself. But I believe, all right, you know the scene when they're going through her memories, and you
Yes.
hear the
I was about to bring
Skrull
this up.
talking over like what a quaint
Dig
memory
deeper.
of her and her, you know, the kid. Like yeah, like that scene.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that is panel for panel from an issue of Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like I remember there's a moment in that comic where I was flipping and like it was a narration over somebody going through memories and stuff. Don't particularly know if it was Captain Marvel's or if I felt like, but it was Skrull related, so I felt like maybe they could have took some artistic liberties and put that, you know, because they're doing this kind of shit in all these fucking superhero movies.
Yeah.
But like for some reason when I watched it I was like that's from fucking Secret Invasion.
Right.
And
Y'all
I thought,
remember?
I just thought it was cool.
Do y'all
you know?
remember though when they were trying to dig through her memories and she comes to and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing to me?" He's like, "We're just trying to dig, you know, this lady." She's like, "I don't know who that is." He's like, "They really did a number on you, huh?"
Yeah.
So it was the Kree that fucked her up. The
Yeah.
accident, she didn't forget shit. But when they
Well,
knocked her out and carried her in, that's
well,
what
another
they
thing,
fucked with her.
too that I was kind of worried, not really worrying about, but just kind of having an idea about was they did a blood transfusion on her
Mm-hmm.
with Kree blood.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that might have had something to factor into it as well? And do you think that the overseers, whatever they were
Higher
called,
intelligence.
yeah, do you think that those actually existed? Like, or do you think it was
Probably
just
just a
something that's,
computer simulation.
well, yeah, but you know what I mean though? Like, do you
Yeah.
think that was actually something, or do you think it was just fucking
Look,
Watson
I
fucking?
think I I think it was actually something because I think Watson, the way I took the movie, Watson
He
saw
believed
what
in it
happened,
too. Oh yeah.
saw that like the accident, like the shit hit her, that she was gonna have some power, she's gonna have a little
Like more power than
and
anything. Like that's a weapon.
I think it was a well, yeah, and I think that's what he was doing all
Oh
this
yeah.
time was him and the greater intelligence was they were trying to figure out a way to weaponize her
Yeah,
to where
of
she could, you
course.
know, because of her human sensibilities mixed with all this advanced alien warfare level stuff brought onto her, make her think she's fighting a just cause and make her OP as shit. Fuck. That's like in Iron Man. That's the weapon you only got to fire once, dude.
Yeah,
She was pretty much unfucking stoppable.
yeah, like completely unstoppable. And that, I mean,
I
it
mean,
really
so
goes to
much
show
so
you.
that her climax of the film with her going OP is literally under 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and I could have used
Like,
more.
I could have. Here's the thing with superhero movies: the audience knows what they're getting into.
Yeah,
It's gonna be some
Over
decent
the
social
top.
commentary, underlying theme, but yeah, an over-the-top story. And with Marvel and the type of stories that are told and the way they're presented, they're in these fantastic situations where people are shooting energy beams at each other, but they're fighting over a social dilemma that two people out in the street could have the same fucking argument.
yeah,
So we want that. We're wanting that sensationalism. And it's funny that critics of movies, they keep shitting on the artistic merits of superhero films and acting like it's something that Hollywood is force feeding the public and trying to be all that's not real cinema and stuff. Motherfucker, we know.
But it's comic
We
books.
know.
And this is a
We're
comic
like
book movie.
going to the theaters to see a comic book film and anticipating an Andy Warhol level film.
yeah,
Like maybe my example is a little flawed there, but you get what you're getting what I'm saying. We know what we want, like for superhero movies. We want boom. We want ridiculous, over the top sets. We don't even give a shit if they're fully CGI. They're cool to look at. It's fun to watch. It's a good time, which is
yeah,
what I think anyone with a fucking brain cell wants to do. But but I did not like how they didn't have. I wanted some moments of her like okay, she's powered up, she's Captain Marvel now. Let's go fucking do some badass shit, and then come back to Earth, and then stop the threat.
When
like,
she was
I don't know,
when she was looking at that
the
guy,
blink of an eye.
when she was looking, what was that guy's name with the hammer?
Um,
That fucking Watson was like, "Hey, you need to
Ronan
get
the
down here,
Accuser?
Ronan." Okay,
Yeah, the bad guy.
she's
from
sitting there looking at
Guardians.
him. She should have killed the motherfucker right there on the spot. Dude. She should have
Hey.
went shot through that ship, all those ships, because they're all bad people.
yeah.
Should have
Well,
killed them all.
but at the same time, like, how bad are they? Because you don't really see that. Like, you see, what's his name, calling in Ronan, like
The first
constantly.
time I saw him talking to him, I was like, "Ruh-roh."
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those situations. Like, what does Ronan? Because Ronan the Accuser is a Skrull, right, or a Kree, whatever they're
No, he's
called.
Kree.
Yeah, he's
he's a
Kree.
Kree.
So, like, is he like a higher level?
Breed of Kree. Why is he blue and why is Watson fucking not?
Yeah, I don't know.
And he was obviously Kree. He had eyes.
Yeah.
His whole team, like half of them were blue, half of them were, just like regular people.
Well, maybe he was human too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Did we see any of the other ones that were like regular skin colored?
Did the black guy just look black, right?
Because isn't
Yeah.
so? Wait, if I'm trying to remember the MCU's the way that they're presenting stuff, because one of the biggest liberties I see that they did in this is they made the Skrulls the good guys.
Yeah. Well, they
which
kind
is
of.
weird. It was kind of weird seeing that, because here's the thing with this movie. Not a big Captain Marvel fan. Didn't really read a lot of her. Not because I had anything against the book. It just wasn't a character that interested me,
Right.
But I remember the Skrulls from, all the other fucking crossovers they've ever dealt with the Avengers. And
they were always bad guys.
It was well, yeah, like that was one. I mean, that was what Secret Invasion was about. Was pretty much this movie. The Skrulls that
I like
got
the head
on
scroll
Earth,
to
and
do
they
with the
blended.
British accent.
But they,
Yeah, I do
it
too.
wasn't that. If I'm remembering it right, it wasn't because they didn't like they were trying to invade Earth to take over it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really cool run because you found out in the books that a lot of heroes were Skrulls the whole time.
Right.
Like it kind of became it becomes like a whodunit, like who's who, like almost like they start treating each other like it's like the thing, like you don't know if the person next to you is a Skrull or not and stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like when he was riding in the car, and
Well, how cool would it?
He was riding in the car, and he came in over the radio and was like, "Agent Fury, I've collected all the crime scene evidence, and you just left me here."
Yeah. Right.
And he looked over there like, "Oh shit! Oh hell no!"
I like the dynamic between Fury and Coulson. Like,
yeah.
Man, how young did they look?
I know, right?
They did a good job with that.
Wouldn't it have been awesome if they'd have found a way to have de-aged Jackson down to where he looked like Jules from Pulp Fiction?
Oh my god.
What was cool though was like this was like their first encounter. Was like they were already S.H.I.E.L.D., but this was like they're really big because he was always like, "I never believe in that shit," and then I saw it.
Well, it also shows you why nothing phases Fury anymore, like or it never did.
Yeah.
What was funny is when he was standing at that table talking to what he thought was his boss.
Yeah.
And he was about to leave, and he pulled the damn blanket up.
See what they were working with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
It's even funnier now, knowing that throughout the entire to what degree do you want to give humor its merit though, when like the entire MCU now that the entire time that all those motherfuckers have been handling the Tesseract, that fucking cat had to shit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or burp it out. What'd they call that thing? A Snarlack? A Gwigwar? What was it?
furker or something like that.
He's like that thing's, and he's
A
like, oh, it's
flicker
just
or
a cat, and he was playing with it. Do y'all remember when they took off in
That
that
was
ship and
funny.
it was floating?
That was some
Yeah.
funny shit, man.
It was funny.
Well, I found
because the whole time they're like, you got to get that cat out of here, man, or like you got to get that flirt, whatever
He's
it's
like, it's a
called.
cat.
Flerken.
This
Is that what it's
motherfucker
called?
saved the day. I think that's it.
Yeah, he's eating people
Yeah.
whole.
Beat the
He didn't
shit
give a
out of him.
fuck. Yeah. So right here it says the original Kree had blue colored skin, but a second racial group with pink skin resembling that of human Caucasians emerged over the millennia. The blue skinned purebred, in
Okay.
quotes, Kree have become a small but powerful minority. Pink Kree are much more durable than their blue racial brethren. So over years of evolution, their skin has become like our skin tone
Yeah.
color.
But you're right about it though. Like, if you're a blue blood, you're high. You know, you're purebred. Like,
Yeah.
It may it well, I mean, it makes sense because isn't the main Kree homeworld also, isn't it Xandar, the one that they have to fight Ronan off of in Guardian?
No, it says their homeworld is the same one it is in this movie.
started with a V.
Hollow
Oh, that's it.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Because isn't like the same in the race, isn't the main race that they interact with on Xandar is the Kree?
I
Those
don't
blue
remember.
people.
Well, no, the
Maybe.
pink ones, like because John C. Reilly, him and his family was one.
Oh, I think that's different. I think they mean here they mean pink is in like our skin tone
Yeah.
color, not like a bright pink color. Like
Oh, okay.
Kind of like
Jude
how
Law.
Jude Law looked.
Yeah, Jude Law was
Oh,
like
okay.
a pink one, quote unquote, and then like Ronan the accuser, and then a couple of the other people that he had running with him were purebreds, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so, but that's interesting. See,
They don't explain any of that.
no, and I was interested just to
Yeah.
see because that was
Well,
one
the whole
thing.
time I was wondering why he looked different than everyone, but maybe that's why they let him train her up because
Yeah.
they kind of look alike.
Right. But it says that that under the supreme intelligence is what they call it. The Kree Empire was a military dictatorship. So like that's their whole mission is basically
War.
to divide and conquer, right? Either side with the Kree or
Nah.
you're an enemy. So it would be interesting to see that dynamic come to Earth. You know what I mean? Like maybe as a
Well, it would be interesting if they, because I mean they've already pulled off Civil War I in the MCU. It would be interesting to see them do Civil War II, and the events of Captain Marvel will be something that is harkened back to.
We see what she did all those years. She's gone like what, 20 years, 15 years, something.
Well, it would be a cool mismatch of plots if they did a way to find out that some Skrulls stayed behind on Earth, and the event, somehow a conflict arises where the Kree are fighting humans and the Avengers get involved, and Captain Marvel's like, hey, like I'm trying to help them, but the Avengers are like, yeah, but some of our people are ending up killed, can't have that. And then we have people that side with Captain Marvel and people that side with Captain America, I believe.
Right.
Because I believe that's the two. It's either Cap or Iron Man. But that's how Civil War II does that, but it's over a bunch of other bullshit. But a conflict to bring up that makes Captain Marvel side and be somewhat enemy-ish.
Yeah. Well, it says I'm just doing some background on the scroll here that the Celestials performed genetic experiments on the reptilian ancestors of the Skrulls, resulting in 3 branches of Skrulls: the Prime, the Deviants, and the Eternals. Eventually, the 3 branches battle with one another, and the Deviant branch, due to possessing the innate ability to shapeshift, were triumphant and wiped out all members of the other 2 races until only 2 were left: the Skrull Eternal Klaben and the prime Skrull of the original non-deviant Skrull race. Cliven implored them to spare his life, as killing him would kill part of their heritage. The deviants leader eventually fell in love with Cliven, the two eventually becoming the gods of the Skrull pantheon. So it would be interesting if they dove a little bit deeper into the Kree Skrull war, like what happened, and even though they did, hint at it and everything, it would still be kind of cool to see that
Well,
play
was it?
out.
Wouldn't it technically be considered like the movie setting being like the aftermath?
Well, I'd like to
Because
see like,
if the Skrulls are in refugee status, then the war is essentially over, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd like to see the war actually happen, like
Yeah.
prequel status. But
Hell, man, these movies are gonna go on forever. I'm sure it'll make its way around again.
yeah. Well, I'm sure that one Skrull, the main Talos or whatever his name is, I'm sure he'll be popping
Yeah.
up in the next Captain Marvel movie and everything, which is fine. I mean, I like that guy. I like his performance
Yeah.
as that character. So
Brie Larson's performance was hard to gauge, and
um,
so was Jude Law. Like, it was such a mixed bag. You
Jude
could
Law, I
tell.
didn't really have much of a problem with, in
Well,
my opinion.
in a way, I feel like you could tell which actors were new to the superhero shit and which ones have been doing it a minute. Because every Jackson or Clark Gregg would show up on screen as their respective characters. Like, they would always you like, I was more interested in seeing them than I was any of the moments that Captain Marvel was on.
Right.
And I think it's because because I feel like we've invested so much time into them characters already
Yeah.
that it was almost a bad idea. Like they should have been in it, but it shouldn't have been like they shouldn't have been the buddies that tag along throughout it, because I want to see, like, because obviously anything that they meddle with or do is obviously going to be capitalized on in a way to reference future, like why they are the way they are in certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Those little subtleties.
but also the problem with Captain Marvel heroes like that is you don't really have that sense of like dread that anything could happen because she's so powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't worried about it at all.
So like whenever you watch,
When you knew she was leashed so that they could make her depowered for most of the movie, but they give her a weakness,
yeah,
like
Had her arm
yeah,
tied behind her back.
what kind of adding to what y'all were saying? Like, everyone knew the minute they saw that little thing on the back of her neck and realized what it was in relation to. We were like, that's coming off by the third act.
Yeah.
yeah. But then like as far as like something that was like life threatening to her, there wasn't that. I mean, it does. It shows you how powerful she is, which is great. But they're gonna have to put her up against something as equally powerful, if not more powerful than her, to make us have that association of like she might she might die in this situation, or she might get very, very badly wounded. And what are they going to be able to throw at her that's going to make us feel that way? I mean, my thing is I get the whole like she gets knocked down, she gets up again.
Yeah, they did a
So,
whole scene for
the
this. I get knocked
Well, it's
down.
like,
The only thing they didn't
yeah,
play was
well,
that song.
yeah. So
it's almost like the only way that the only way Captain Marvel's ever going to be neutralized in future films is she's not going to be killed per se. She's just always going to be reined in for some ass end
Show up at the
reason,
last minute, pulling out the
yeah,
big guns. We got the two-way pager.
um, I don't know who her villains are, really.
Everybody, right? Can she fight anyone?
But she's going to be more cosmic.
Pull up her rogues
Pull it
gallery,
up,
per
dude.
se.
Throw some names. See, none of us read the comics, so we're probably not gonna know any of these people. I mean, would Thanos be one?
Yeah, but we didn't even really get a good Thanos Captain Marvel fight.
No, it was like 10 seconds.
That
He
was
just
like
he
that
backhanded
was
her.
literally a round of mercy. That's pretty much what it was.
Right. So this is some of her villains here. So we've got Thanos, Ronan the Accuser, Lady Death, Ultimus, Jan Rog, which is Jude Law, Dark Phoenix, and the Supreme Intelligence. Like that's what's
That's
pulling
it.
up here on Google. But I mean, we've already saw that Jude Law can't hang toe to toe with her. We've already saw that
No one can.
Thanos can't hang toe to toe. Here's another list. We got Nitro, Doomsday Man, Genisville, uh, Titanus, Deathbird, The Brood, Supreme Intelligence, Yonrog, which is Moonstone, and Mystique. Why is she number one?
Mystique, like from X-Men?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, they'll change it up. I mean, they could put her up against whoever they want to put her up against.
Yeah. But they're going to have to put her up against somebody like, they're going to have to create something for her to fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be, I don't know. That's the only problem that I have with it. Like, I think the character is interesting. I think that the Kree, the Skrull, all that stuff is interesting. But we need in the next movie to feel like her life is in danger.
Yeah, I didn't feel that at all.
Yeah.
Even when she was upside down.
Yeah.
Now, it's probably because I saw Endgame first.
Right.
But I wasn't worried for her any. Like in Endgame, you're like, man, hope these motherfuckers don't die.
Yeah.
You know, the whole time. This movie, the whole time, I'm just like, she's got this shit, dude. Cue the music.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's unless they do something very like psychologically, like harmful to her.
Here's
Which
the
would be
only thing you can do to her. You could take someone that she cares about and hold them hostage.
Yeah, but you're still not. If the only person that they're going to be able to take hostage is that little girl,
the little girl, which
and are
they
they
did
gonna
in
do
this
that?
movie.
Yeah,
And the dude was like, "All right, now before you fuck your friend's really nice house up, let's talk about this."
I got something you need to listen to, you know?
Yeah.
But
What's weird is that the black box recorded everything, even after it crashed. When they got out of it and walked, even after she blew it up, it was still recording.
yeah, I know, right?
I was like, "How's this memory still going?" I guess she was remembering.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So there was a lot of good ideas in it. There was a
It
lot
was
of.
all right. It's worth a watch.
Well, I like how they introduced a lot of the stuff into it. I like how we kind of got Nick Fury's backstory.
Yeah, that was cool. I liked that.
That was one of the coolest things.
If Nick Fury hadn't have been in this movie, dude, it would have been trash time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They kind of saved it with the whole Shield, like Nick Fury, you know.
Yeah. So it's not bad though. I mean,
it wasn't bad, man.
I
Not as
feel
bad as
like
I thought it was gonna be.
Well, I feel like they're not going to give her that sense of urgency, that sense of danger. With them building this character up the way they did, to where she's been knocked down and put down her whole life, and now she's become this god. Almost. They're not going to like do anything to bring her down off of that because girl power. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to take her down a notch, and that's, you know.
But here's the thing with her. We'll have her again. She'll show up for another fight, but it's like the fight's already going to be going on. Shit's going
Yeah.
to get rough, and they're going to be like, all right, call in the big guns.
Yeah.
And then she'll show up and save the day.
Yeah.
She did in the Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
She brought everyone
And
through at the end. I guess she went around, collected everybody, and
yeah. Well, and I really do think that they missed out a huge opportunity of having like a really good throwdown with her and Thanos.
yeah.
Like, because Captain Marvel came out right before Endgame came out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, it came out, what, a month, 2
Yeah.
months before that? So they should have took the opportunity to be like, okay, we saw how powerful she is. We saw what she's capable of. And like when Thanos pulled that fucking stone out of that fucking gauntlet and punched the shit out of her, I'm like, this is going to be an interesting fucking fight right
But it
here.
was
Like,
over.
yeah, I mean, uh,
That was it.
like, it's like, come on, man, give us more than fucking 3 seconds of it. That's like, I kind of wanted a fucking rematch of, Hulk and Thanos, but we didn't get that either.
They
So
had too
I
many
mean,
people. They had to, you know.
yeah, which I understand that, and I'm not shitting on the movie, but at the same time, like, let her get her ass beat for a couple of minutes. Like, it's okay. It's okay if she gets her ass beat. It's gonna be okay.
Because
Because
when
at the
she
end of the
falls
day,
down, she's going to get back up.
exactly. So now where is she gonna fall from? Like, she is so god level status that, I mean, there's no way they're gonna be able to put her in any danger whatsoever. So, and it's kind of a bummer because that's the best part. Like, going in that your heroes are gonna win and they're gonna survive, but you want to suspend belief long enough to be like, they might not make it through this, you know,
Mhm.
or this character that we kind of care about is going to, something's going to happen to them. I don't give a shit about that girl, and I don't give a shit about her friend. Like, fuck them. This is the first movie they showed up in. They didn't show up in any of the other
Mhm.
movies. They wasn't asking any questions. So fuck them. You know, the
Well, I
only
mean,
one that I was worried about was Fury, but we knew he was going to survive
Because
because
he
it's
was
been
in all the other movies.
25 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
and like you were saying about Endgame, I mean, for the most part, the movie could have ended one of the other millions of ways strange endings. It's like, or Saw, and it's like they're dead. Like, the writers, the heads at Marvel could have really cemented, hey, like, they're gone. Of course, they create timelines. They could have kept it and went a completely different way around it to be like, when he did the first snap, then it starts another universe, and in that universe, only certain other heroes died. So that's how the other Marvel movies could exist, like the Spider-Man. I mean, there's just, you could pull so many different ways out of your butt to do it, but that sense of urgency of thinking that could happen or whatever, that's what made Endgame so good.
yeah,
That's what made moments like On Your Left so impactful.
yeah. Pray.
Mhm.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No.
I was
It,
expecting trash time.
it wasn't on the same level as, Doctor Strange
No.
or Spider-Man or, anything like that. But as far as a standalone, like, origin story, it wasn't terrible. I don't think so.
No.
Could have been better.
It's cool to see that little bit of backstory. We
Yeah.
got our Stan Lee cameo.
Reading the Mallrat script, that was so
Yeah, what was he
badass.
saying? He was repeating his line over and over, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And she looked at him like, I
Was,
know you.
Yeah, you
What
motherfucker.
about these little smirks that she had? That little
Yeah, fuck those smirks
these
too.
smirks, dude. She was smirking when she walked up to that old lady, and she was like, "You're the old bitch I bumped into outside."
Yeah,
Punch.
smirk.
Everybody's trying to pull her off.
Yeah. She should have beat her ass like that fucking dude on
Yeah,
that bus. That's the fucking Marvel movie we deserve, you know. But
Not the one we got.
yeah.
But it'll be all right.
So,
It's over. It's done.
are you gonna watch the sequel?
Will there be a sequel?
Of course, it made a fucking shitload of money. What do you think the budget was? Let's do that.
I already saw it, dude. I put it in the. Don't look, because I already saw it. I put it in the. I always do the description now that has all that in it.
Ah.
So y'all
I'm
guess the budget.
All right, I haven't looked, so I'm gonna let Trav go first.
Trav, budget.
200.
I'm gonna say 150.
It was between 152 to 175.
Yeah.
You know how much it made?
I'm gonna say 550 million.
Okay. What about you, Trav?
I'm gonna go
700 million. $1.1 billion.
So yeah, that
It'll
definitely
get two
fucking
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get another one. She'll return. It's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah, I know. It was better than Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I
I'll
liked
say
it better
that.
than Wonder Woman.
It was way better than
I just like
Wonder
the Marvel cast better, though.
Yeah.
The way they do movies. Check these scores out. You got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes was 78%. And 78% of people, Google users, like this. Because if you're on Google and you Google it, you can hit a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So, got good scores.
I mean,
I was getting a half star from me, dude.
let's say I'm just curious. I'm gonna look up.
Definitely getting a half star.
What do y'all think the best standalone origin story Marvel movie is?
Man.
If you have to
That
pick
Captain
one.
fucking that Thor movie was pretty good, but that damn Doctor Strange one was pretty good too.
So we got Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America. Of course, we got all those. But as a podcast, as a group, what are we gonna pick as like the best of the best, the cream of the crop?
The thing with Iron Man, dude, is I feel like Iron Man's been around so long. I'm kind of burnt out on that one.
Right.
Liked it, but it's just been out for like fucking 10 years. So
Yeah. So you want to go Doctor Strange as like the?
We all went and watched that Thor movie. And we were like, oh.
Yeah.
That Thor movie was pretty fucking good. But that Doctor Strange movie was really fucking good.
All right, on IMDb, Doctor Strange has a 7.5. All right. What do you think it's got on Rotten Tomatoes?
70%.
Doctor Strange, Rotten Tomatoes. It has a. Come on, you bitch.
If you'll Google it, it'll tell you all of them right there on the side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just Google Doctor Strange. It'll give you the IMDb score, the budget. Right on the side, it'll tell you how much it made.
See, I didn't know this.
Captain Marvel is the 7th biggest worldwide film since 2002. It says.
Right. So, on Rotten Tomatoes, 89%.
It's pretty good. They're brutal.
That's really fucking good. I don't see the Google one on here. Where the fuck is that?
It'll be right under it. Should say right before it tells you the little readout.
Metacritic?
Yeah. Nah, it'll be under that.
Oh, Google user reviews?
Yep.
You'll never believe this.
80.
95%.
God damn.
I know, right? So, I think that, Doctor Strange
was a damn good movie.
Didn't gross as much money.
Nah, don't matter.
No, don't matter at all.
We ain't talking dollars.
Talking about Disney dollars.
We're talking masterpiece.
what
Thinking
about
lawsuit here, people.
what about Ant-Man? I'm just curious.
Ant-Man was pretty good, but was it as good as Doctor Strange?
I've watched Ant-Man a lot. I'll just be honest with you. So 7.3 on IMDb, 82 on Rotten Tomatoes, 94% on Google. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's fucking really good.
Y'all remember though when they were like, "We're gonna make an Ant-Man movie"? People were like, really? Are you?"
I was in.
And then they were like, "Who's the guy that played Ant-Man?"
Oh,
I can't think of his name.
fucking Paul Rudd.
Sold American.
He's a national treasure. You know,
He's our Crocodile Dundee.
he's not
He's a national treasure.
Australian for beer. So, let's rate it. Fuck
There
it.
was a movie where someone mentioned, what was his name, Paul Hogan.
Yeah.
They said he's a national treasure, and he's like, he's from fucking Australia. All right, I'm gonna give it a half star, man. I didn't hate it. It wasn't. I didn't. I mean, I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Had a few moments. I already mentioned this earlier, but I was like, she forgot everything about who she was, but that damn sense of humor stayed intact, man.
Yeah.
She was busting jokes till the end. Like, thought that was weird. Why wasn't she straight faced, straight laced like the rest of the damn Kree?
Yeah. I don't understand.
She remembered how to be funny, and that's all that matters. Soundtrack at one time they played what was it? She goes to meet, was it the Supreme Beings? What were they called?
Supreme Intelligence.
One time she goes to meet the Supreme Intelligence, and it's after she comes back from Earth when they tried to capture her. And she goes in, that lady was like dancing around. She's like, "This is a change of things, isn't it?
Yeah,
Check my
that's
jacket
kinda-
out. Thanks for the jacket, for the memory." And it was playing "Come As You Are" by Nirvana. I was like, all right, this is cool. But I was like, wait, Supreme Intelligence, you obviously don't know what we're doing in this movie. We're only playing girl songs.
Yeah.
So,
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Supreme Intelligence.
you don't know what's up.
No. They wasn't ready for it, you know?
Give it a half star. Worth the watch. Can we talk about how fucking Fury got his scar?
Oh my god.
Cat scratch? It's cat scratch fever, man.
It scratched his fucking eye out, right?
Yeah.
That
That's
was a
how, and then
running
he was
thing.
like, what did he ask him at the end? I heard that you lost your eye to defend, whatever against the alien race. He said, I cannot confirm or neither deny that.
Yeah. They said that they pulled his eye out or burn it out or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll allow it. I want to see that part of the movie.
You were right. You said before that this movie should have just been like a Nick Fury movie, and they could have worked her into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of was.
It was.
But not enough.
You feel like, all right, here's the tea, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You feel like they were like, all right, this is the writers in the room. They're like, she ain't going to be able to carry this whole movie. So let's team her up with Nick Fury. You think they did that for people like us? I do.
I think they did it. Not just that, but I also think they did it because they had to have a connection to Earth for her. They also had to have a connection to Earth with characters that we already know. They couldn't have done it with any of the other Marvel characters except for Nick Fury because
what if it would have been Coulson the whole time?
I would have been okay with
it. Would have been all right, but Nick Fury's a little cooler than Coulson.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
No.
They made the right choice with that. I'll say that. I mean, he was in the movie as much as her, if not more.
Which was fantastic.
Yeah. And I enjoyed it. I give it a half star.
What are you gonna give it, Trav?
I give it a half.
A hearty half.
It was about what I expected. It was a decent stepping stone movie for Endgame.
But was it better than what you thought you were gonna get?
It was better than I thought.
See, I went in
but
waiting for a turd.
Well, no. Well, I mean, like I said, it was about what I expected, though.
We've kind of figured them out.
Well, for me, it just answered what one or two questions I had for Captain Marvel as a character in context of the MCU, like where, the shit I wanted to know, it told you.
Did
But
its
it
job.
didn't really. It didn't. It's not. Is it gonna make me want to pick up a Captain Marvel book in the future?
Hell no.
Probably not. She's one of those characters that's like a lot of other ones. I don't mind reading them, but it's usually when I'm reading a crossover.
Yeah.
Like it's because it deals with a character that I'm more invested in her.
Yeah, and that should have been, in my opinion, that's how they should have handled the character. I think there's better female heroes in the Marvel universe than her that would have been way more interesting in my opinion because she's so
OP, dude.
overpowered. Yeah.
OP,
And
dog.
it's like
She's so OP, it's ridiculous.
they should have just introduced her by way of another
Wait
property.
until the end of Endgame and then bring her out.
Well,
Yeah.
But the thing is I'm gonna hang on to hope because I feel like introducing her now is probably gonna make a hell of a lot more sense later on down the road when they bring in a villain that can top Thanos and all that kind of stuff. Because the whole thing is that, like, you know, one of her marketing things that people have been using is, she can beat Thanos. Like, she's the strongest MCU character. Kevin Feige came out and said it and all that shit. But I think it's to just go ahead and plant her seed now, so that later on, when there's when the new cosmic threat arrives, that it's gonna be something that can contend with her.
Right. I just want to do
And I
something.
think, and that's gonna be far. I mean, that's gonna be quite a ways away. So.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and rate it, and then I want to do something real quick. I'm gonna give it the half star. I mean, I pretty much said all I wanted to say about it. But what I do want to do is I've pulled up a list.
Female
It's got
superheroes?
female Marvel characters. Okay. We've got number one is Carol Danvers, which will, Captain Marvel. All right. So I'm gonna name some of these characters and y'all tell me what you think. Like if you would be interested in watching a movie based off of this character alone. Okay. She-Hulk.
Just give me a Hulk movie.
Wait, you're breaking up, Griffin. What were the stipulations on this?
I'm gonna name some of these characters off, and
Okay.
you tell me if you would like a standalone film focusing on this particular hero.
Okay.
All right, so number one is She-Hulk, or number two.
So after he said that, I said, just give me a Hulk movie.
I would enjoy her introduction would make sense if it spawned off of a Hulk film.
Right. All right. Spider-Woman.
Not interested.
Need more Spider-Man movie build up.
Okay.
Because I don't want to say that the movies. I don't want to say a Spider-Woman movie wouldn't work, because it obviously would. And she's not a terrible character either.
Right. All right. Rogue.
from X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Keep her with the X-Men.
All right.
Are you,
No, this other one's X-Men. Kitty Pryde.
I don't
She's
know who
an
that is.
X-Men.
She's the one that sent Wolverine to the past in
Yeah.
X-Men Days of
Yeah.
Past.
Keep her with the
Black
X-Men.
Black Cat.
That would be an interesting
Like the female Black
standalone
Panther?
movie. Well,
No,
she's Catwoman to Spider-Man.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, it could work. After seeing Venom work without having Spider-Man involved. I mean, as far as any character that's spawned off of the Spider-Man book, I mean, I'd give it a go.
Right. Okay.
It would be, but with the idea that it'd be a crossover heavy film, like maybe Spider-Man's not in it, but
Yeah.
he shows up. You know what I mean? Like he pulls. Like maybe there's a moment where she's getting to the bottom of something, and they could have a movie where Black Cat's doing shit while Spider-Man's doing the Far From Home thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just really just word vomiting with it.
I'm going through these characters, and it's a lot of.
Like people you never heard the fuck of. Like
No, I know, but they have people on here like, um, um. All right, we
grocery
got
store
Mystique.
lady. I'm just kidding.
We got Mystique, Medusa, Hela, Rogue, Mary Jane, Enchantress, Kitty Pryde, Captain Universe, Black Cat, Silver Sable, Emma Frost, Clea, Jubilee, Elektra, Kamala Khan. I don't know who that is. Ironheart.
Jubilee.
You don't know who Kamala
Jubilee
Khan is? The fuck,
Kamala
Griffin?
Khan.
Jubilee would have been a badass way to introduce a 90s style X-Men film.
Yeah, right.
Like they could that would have been like such a nod to Saturday Morning if they had done that.
Right. So,
Which
and then
Jubilee shows up. She shows up in Apocalypse, doesn't she?
I think so. Yeah, I think she does.
But you know what I mean, like, oh yeah.
So Ironheart, which we've already had, Psylocke, we've already had, Miss Marvel, or Miss America, my bad, Mantis, Lady Deathstrike, which we've already had. Let's see, X-23, we've already had.
Not really, but yeah.
I mean,
She's
kinda.
a kid, yeah.
Sharon Carter, Lady Bullseye, Liliandra, Sif, Peggy Carter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of dominoes on here. Maria
I don't know
Hill.
if it's an unpopular opinion or not. I feel like it is because people have tend to shit on these the female twists or the female reboots of some of the Marvel characters, but Lady Thor was not a bad read.
Well, my opinion on that, if we're gonna grace that subject, is
The way they handled it the way they handled it becoming her and stuff. In hindsight, was really cool.
right.
I thought the first issue where Thor and her fought it out because Thor didn't want to give up Mjolnir, and there was just this really badass little dialogue between the two of them while they're like duking it out.
Yeah.
Where she's like, "I'm Thor now. You're gonna have to deal with it," and he's like, "I'm not letting that fucking hammer go." Pretty much, like. But I mean Lady like Thor, like that being Lady Thor becoming a Thor sequel, where say Chris Hemsworth hands it off until they find a way to get some sort of look-alike to be Thor again. You know what I mean?
Right.
It would be an interesting Thor sequel. You know what I mean?
Well, my look and my take on casting, and really casting any If you're gonna cast, I'm okay with casting a male, a a male part with a female, a white guy part with a black guy, and vice versa. I'm okay with it as long as
Yeah.
the actor is up to snuff. You can gender swap and race swap anybody that you want. I don't care as long as I'm immersed in the story and I'm there.
As
I
long as
don't
you
care.
start mouth breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. They could have made Thanos a woman and they gave me that story that they gave me and I still would
Oh
have
yeah,
been,
dude.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DTW.
Absolutely.
So, and
But
that's
I mean, but you were bringing up, possible, other Marvel female characters that could get their own film, and one of the first things that came to my mind was Lady Thor. But I mean, the first one that struck was, and the thing is, I know it's iffy because it would have to rely on Elizabeth Olsen to really deliver, but Scarlet Witch as a character could really lead its own film.
I agree.
I
I
like
think
Scarlet Witch.
I think that she's an
Like she's,
interesting enough character.
and especially if they could if they could retcon or do something to have her as an X-Men, as a mutant,
Yeah.
um that would be like that would really drive it up as well,
Can I mention something? You know they're re-releasing Endgame
Yeah.
to try to beat Avatar.
Yeah.
Who's the green chick in? Uh,
Gamora?
okay, dude, she was in both of those movies.
I know.
How crazy is that?
Well, she was in Star Trek. She's in every
Yeah,
sci-fi
but
movie.
she was in the 2 top grossing movies of all time.
Yeah.
She's
She's
set, dude.
badass.
She's set.
Of course. But
Set. Tie your tail to my.
before,
I would tie my tail to hers any day.
right.
Just let my little tail, just little tail fingers come together.
But before we get on that, I want to mention this real quick. So, Marvel Plus is doing a Vision and Scarlet Witch series, and they land Captain Marvel Rider. So that's happening, Trav. Like it's not gonna be a movie, but it's gonna be a Vision and Scarlet Witch series. So we will, and it says Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen are expected to star. So
Well, I mean, them continuing the characters in a TV format would, I mean, that'd be pretty good.
well, they're doing the same thing with Falcon and Winter Soldier, except it'll be Captain America and Winter Soldier. Like they're continuing their, their adventures, but they're doing it on Disney Plus instead of releasing a movie, which makes sense in my opinion. I mean, hand the shield off to Falcon, and then just let's do television espionage type stories, and I'm fine with
Ain't
it.
nothing wrong with that as long as it's got a budget.
As long as it's got good writing.
Yeah, and
That's
some
all
money.
I'm
They did
worried
a little
about.
money.
Yeah, well, a little bit. I'll donate to
They're
the
getting good at
Kickstarter.
making these fucking shits though. Like they've already got the sets. They got the crew. Like
Yeah,
they're pumping shit out like crazy.
I know.
But here's the thing, man. When they get a director, they believe in them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, and that's
DC.
what I'm wondering is since it's going to be a television series, if it's going to be one director directing an entire season, or if it's going to, multiple directors like a normal series is, which is fine. They're going to have a showrunner, and Kevin Feige's going to be behind the scenes, so I have faith in them completely. But it's one of those things that makes you wonder, since it's streaming and it's not like an actual like television series, like how are they going to handle that? Because didn't like Stranger Things and stuff like that, one person direct all the episodes, kind of deal.
And then they started changing it. Like they would bounce back and forth between people. They didn't all, you know what I mean? Like I think after the first season, they let other people get involved.
They just wanted to get that first season out there.
Yeah, and, well, get
spread
the
the
vision,
wealth.
get the vision
Yeah.
out there, and lock the viewers down. which fucking they
Oh,
did.
yeah.
The new
I'm
trailer
excited.
looks pretty good. Have y'all watched the trailer?
I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
good. Can't wait.
but back to what you were saying, Adam. So they're re-releasing Avengers. We didn't talk about this on the podcast, I don't think,
I
right?
don't think we did. No,
So,
this has been since then that we.
yeah. So they're re-releasing the Avengers with additional footage.
20 something
Try to beat
minutes.
out. I thought it was like 6 minutes.
Oh,
You want me to Google it?
Avengers re-release.
Let's see. Endgame
Here we go.
additional footage.
I'm pulling it up. You gotta learn to use that voice command.
I can't.
Yeah, dude, you just hit the little chat thing and talk. It'll pick it right up.
Yeah, but when I come through on the podcast,
I did too. Don't matter. Yeah.
you motherfucker.
You've been one upped. Learn how to Google.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, I'm digging. I know they got minutes added. We don't want to watch a video.
Let's see.
It's more than 6 minutes. Maybe like 15 or.
Oh my god, quit playing video. The new footage includes 2 scenes. The first is a tribute to late Stan Lee.
I'm not saying a time here though.
It's not the Catherine Langford scene that many were hoping to see, but rather a Hulk scene that fits more as a post-credit thing than the older Morgan Stark would. Some showings will include an introduction by the Russo brothers as well. In addition to the scene with Stan Lee tribute, there will be a short tease for Spider-Man Far From Home.
IMDb's highest grossing movies of all time. Oh,
It's only 38 million away from passing Avatar.
if they re-release it, they'll make it.
Well, how long was Avatar in theaters for?
Shit, dude, forever.
It was like a year almost.
Forever, dude.
Yeah. So.
Because people kept watching it.
Yeah.
People would go back and watch it again. Because here's the thing. If you were going to watch the first Avatar, it was a 3D movie experience. That's it.
Yeah.
When it got released on DVD, bought it, popped it in. This is before Blu-ray. Popped it in. Let's not forget, this was 10 years ago.
I know, right?
Popped it in, and I'm like, ugh.
Doesn't hold up.
Nah. It was that 3D, man, when you would... The first time I'd ever seen 3D, and I remember building up to the movie, they were like, they had a camera the size of a Volkswagen. It had 2 lenses, and they would act like human eyes.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, you remember?
I remember.
And when you would see, instead of the 3D coming out, it went in, which I like. I prefer that kind of 3D. Don't come out at me. Go in. I want it to look, if I watch a 3D movie, I want it to look like I'm staring at a big hole in the wall. And like this shit's really going on. Like a play. Almost like it's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
He's the first person to do that. He's done a lot of firsts. Abyss. He's done a lot.
Well, do you think, and I know we've talked about this several times, but do you think his other releases will get anywhere close to the numbers that first Avatar?
They'll get close.
You think so?
Especially in foreign countries. It's a foreign, you know? It did really good overseas.
Right.
You know, they're into it. It'll get close, but I don't think he'll ever. Dude, top 1 and 2 movies, James Cameron, Avatar and Titanic.
Yeah.
Dude, Titanic ran forever. See that back in the day though, they would run movies like
For
6 months, like
yeah.
they'd run forever. Like the day after the movie left the theater, they'd be like, "All right, now we got the DVD." Like,
yeah.
now you'll get like 3 months of runtime, and it's gone.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you get that.
I
hope Avatar. I hope this shit comes out and beats Avatar, because this movie deserves to be the highest grossing movie of all time, and I never want anything to beat it.
I agree.
On record.
The only thing that should beat it is the next Endgame.
I'll sign a petition right now.
Yes. Wasn't we gonna make a petition the other day, Travis, about something?
Yeah, but I can't remember what.
I
Y'all
can't
didn't write it
either.
down?
What the fuck? No. Dude, what the fuck were we gonna petition about?
What were y'all talking about?
I don't remember.
There's no telling.
Yeah, we were on our way home from Corey's house.
Oh, God.
So, God, who knows what we were talking about, you know?
A petition that guitar picks should be free?
No, that was... No, it was something about... I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Nobody wrote it down? Nobody pulled out the cell phone and put it in a notepad?
No,
I
didn't
have to
think
do
of
that. I'm getting to that age. When I think of something, I'll write it down. I got a notepad over here. I'll start looking through it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
I was supposed to call them back 2 weeks ago.
I don't fucking remember. Damn it. Oh, well.
It'll come to you.
Yeah.
When
I'll
it
wake up
comes
in
to
the
you,
morning.
write it down.
I'll text y'all.
All right. Group
That'll
text.
come to me. Yeah, for sure. Signal's the shit, by
Signal's
the way.
is shit. If you don't have Signal, download it. If we got enough people that download Signal, we'll start a real estate chat.
Oh my
You get
God.
in Signal with us. Get Signal. Signal
is
was
that
created
the-
by Edward Snowden. It's better than any messenger I've ever used.
Is that the top tier patron level? You get in the Signal in
Oh
the
my God.
Signal chat with us?
You get the Signal. Yeah. You get to know our numbers.
I don't want to go that far.
I mean, that you have to.
Well, I can use a different phone
I'm
number.
using a Google number for my Signal.
Yeah.
I don't
so-
use my real number in Signal. That's how
Yeah.
fucking I'm encrypted, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't put my real number in here. Edward Snowden, you ain't got me.
anonymity.
Yeah. I'm using a VPN, a Google number, and Signal.
Yeah, right.
Find
Nobody's
me.
gonna be able to find. Yeah, right. I dare you.
Find me. I can remember one time I commented on a video on YouTube, and a very nice Muslim gentleman said he was going to find me and cut my head off. Swear to God. Dude,
No shit.
I went on my YouTube channel, removed my last name, changed the email, anything that tied me to it. Because if you put my name in, I'm coming up.
Right.
There's only two of us. One's in California, one's over here.
Yeah.
There's two people in the United States with that name. And I'm one of them.
Right.
Watch out now. Y'all get it? I'm glad somebody got it. Y'all got any more? You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Only two kinds of people know how to do that, man. The Chinese and the King. And I'm one of them. I do have some trailers.
What you got?
Well, a few weeks ago, we talked about the Righteous Gemstones, but we didn't watch the trailer because we were running short on time.
Yeah.
This is the Danny McBride, John Goodman comedy series coming to HBO's where they play like televangelists. Dude,
What?
this shit is gold already.
Yes.
And
It's also got dude in it. What's his name? It is, dude. It is.
Hold on.
I can't think of his name from Workaholics.
Adam
D.
Adam Devine.
This shit right here, dude.
Is this real?
This is
Are they
real as
fucking
fuck,
with
dude.
us?
This
Dude,
trailer came out
how?
May 2nd. You haven't seen this?
No.
I saw it
Where
when
have
it
I been?
dropped.
I haven't seen this
I was
at
on
all.
YouTube and this came out and I clicked on it because it was trending and I clicked on it and I was like,
I'm so fucking ready to watch
It's
this.
so good, dude. Anything with Danny McBride in it, DTW.
When does this come out?
Pretty soon.
Dude. What the fuck? Have I been living under
We got
a
to
rock?
review this shit, you know?
Yeah, right.
We'll see, when does it drop? I'm going to the IMDb. Y'all pull it up. I'm gonna go look. They're doing a whole season, man. So I know a little
I wish
backstory. John Goodman is the father. Danny McBride is his son, and Adam D is Danny McBride's son, and they're like a whole family of preachers. Oh yeah, dude. Just wait
Oh
till you
my
see this
God.
trailer. All right, release date August 2019.
It's coming up.
Sold American.
Mm,
Let me know when y'all ready.
I'm so fucking ready for it.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, play. Production value, dude. Look at them chops. That fucking Danny McBride banter, that back and forth. Uh,
I don't.
Looks amazing.
I don't think I'm ready for it, to be honest with you.
If it dropped tonight, I'd watch the entire run before I go to
I
bed.
don't. I'm not ready for it, dude.
I hope it gets. I know it'll get 2 to 3 seasons. I know.
Yeah.
But I hope it gets 5.
Vice Principals only get 2?
It only got 2, man.
It was so
But that's the thing. Like, the story was kind of run out.
Yeah.
Danny
I mean, that's
McBride's
all.
really good about doing that. Like, you get the
He
full
just.
story, dude, with Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, you
It
got the
ran a
full
little longer.
story.
You got the full story, but it's done. Move on. We don't. This
Yeah.
ain't Walking Dead, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We're
we're not gonna
just a
run
little
this in the
traffic.
ground. Now, Showtime is working on something kind of like this. They're trying to steal their
Really?
thunder. Oh yeah, it's a little different. But when I watched it, I was like, damn, they're trying to rip off the damn HBO series. Let me know when y'all
All
are ready.
right.
I've been holding on to this for a couple weeks.
Let me get it. The quality right. All right, I'm ready. Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah,
The fuck she been?
counting her fucking money. She's still counting Spider-Man money, dude.
You're right. It's only got 5,000 views.
It's in a few places.
Wow, I got
Look what we're looking. Look at
you.
who
Yeah.
we're on. Look what the page we're on.
Yeah.
A page with
Look at
only
that profile picture.
212K.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. Same kind of thing going on here. Definitely not as funny. It's a comedy series, dude. Dark comedy. Got a little Black Swan trickled through there. Did they really just add 30 seconds?
Yeah, they did.
That's happening.
I'll give it a go.
Got more.
What you got? Hit me.
Let me
Hit
get
me
it
with
here.
your
I'm gonna
shot.
hit you with a shot that I don't know if it's a best shot, but they dropped Bond 25 teaser. Bond 25. Mm-hmm.
Is that what they're gonna call it? Just 25?
That's what it says right now. Bond 25 teaser. Guess
Oh,
who's in it? Got
yeah,
Daniel
it's got
Craig.
fucking Freddie Mercury in it.
Oh, he's the villain.
Yeah.
It'll probably be pretty
Ready
good.
when y'all.
3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Got a real Jamaican feel. Close enough. This is a straight up teaser. James Bond, you already know what's gonna happen in this movie. When it gets you, you caught. This is more of a music video. Up next, Griffin, we're gonna watch another trailer with Travis. I know that Griffin's already seen it, but I'm pretty sure that Travis has it. So that was a teaser from. I mean, if that was nothing but teaser.
I guess it was like we're
A
gonna
music
film
video.
them. Oh, we're watching this.
I don't think Travis has seen it. Travis,
Fuck yeah!
there's a movie coming out called The Peanut Butter Falcon. And I ain't gonna lie.
Fair enough.
Kind of want to see it.
I really want to see it.
Let me know when y'all are ready. 3, 2, 1, play. Enough with the bumpers. Here we go. Durham, what's his name? Okay, bro. Road dogs. They got their watermelon helmets on. Watermelon. So they're gonna fall in love, right? That was dude from Walking Dead. Shane? The Peanut Butter Falcon's gonna be his wrestling name? I'd watch that match.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but
right.
I'd watch the Peanut Butter Falcon in a fucking title match.
I mean, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, I mean, it looks like a feel good.
Yeah.
It looks like a feel good. Hit you right in the feel goods.
Everybody keeps.
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
Everybody keeps talking about this fucking Tyrese Gibson, Naomi Harris movie. Have y'all heard about this?
I haven't, but if I saw something, I didn't pull it up. I didn't know.
Well, I want to watch it just to see what all the bullshit's
The
about.
trailer?
Yeah.
We'll do the trailer. And I also dropped in here Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch going to do a movie together.
You want to watch that one first? The Current War.
Let's go ahead and get that one.
That's fine with
I
me.
saw that Tyrese Gibson trailer, but I didn't know. I didn't know if y'all saw him freaking out. Y'all know they dropped a Batwoman trailer. Batwoman's coming to the CW.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'll allow it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Got it up on my end.
yeah, I'm ready.
Ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, play. This looks serious. Michael Shannon, dude? The fuck out of here. He's playing Thomas Edison? Oh shit, dude. Is this a Tesla movie? Yep. Spoiler alert. I'm in. Shit, dude. He stole the patent for that. Y'all know that, right? But that won't be in the movie. Yeah, dude, he was running a patent office. He stole a lot of patents. There's a documentary about it. That shit looks serious. Like There Will Be Blood. AC/DC. Pretty nice car named after him. All right.
I'm fucking totally in, man.
All right.
I like the play, the current war,
Yeah.
the play on the name. Pretty fucking good. I'm a man, dude. Let's do it. Watch it right now.
Got this black and blue pulled up.
Yeah. Blue on black,
Same.
tears on a river.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Looks black. I went to sleep. It dissipated. What is it, Chicago? Anticipated. Cool shot. Dirty cops. Dirty cops, man. Training day. Damn. They'll just hand the camera over. Movie should be called Body Cam. Body Cam, the movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
Pass.
yeah, Seth Rogen has done it again.
Top comment on this trailer. I feel like this movie could be solved real quick with a laptop, USB cable, and strong internet connection.
Right.
But I gotta get back to the precinct. I
Gotta
got 12
upload it.
hours.
If you see a cop that looks like a bad guy from Captain America, don't trust him.
Yeah, for real, right?
So Seth Rogen is doing a new version of, what was that movie called? Had McLovin in it.
Oh, Superbad?
He's rebooting it. The kids are younger this time.
What?
Check it out. It's not a reboot of Superbad, but it's
That
Superbad.
feels- Right.
Nah, dude. He might be in it.
All right, I'm ready.
T-Rav. 3, 2, 1, play. There's a Red Band trailer, by the way. They say fuck. Y'all know that's the kid from Last Man on Earth, right? Yeah, look at him, the black kid. Yeah. Hear the song? I'm a bag of dicks. They got their Molly. They can't open the damn vitamin thing. This swing is for sexing. We'll do sex on it.
Have you ever done sex, Adam? Or have you
Not in a
had
swing.
it? I didn't know you could just do it. You just had to have it.
That swing is for sexing.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
I probably will not go to the movies to see that.
Nah,
But
not go to the movies, but worth the go.
swing is for sex.
But yeah, that's all the trailers.
That's all she wrote on the
That's all
trailers.
she wrote.
Well, I don't think there's really any news.
Are we done? This podcast is for sexing.
Is it?
People do sex on this podcast.
Would you listen to a sex podcast where it was just people fucking?
I mean, you know, just depends on the content.
I mean, you won't be able to see them.
My eyes might be closed.
You're just imagining it.
Check it out, dude. If you click on a porn with no audio, you ain't gonna watch it. Am I right?
Depends on who's around.
It's like depends on which celebrity it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's it. What were we supposed to watch next week? I don't remember. Oh, Lord's Chaos.
Wait. Hold on. We have been alerted by Amazon Prime that Hellboy won't be streaming for free on July 23rd, but the movie is available on Prime Video for purchase starting July the 9th.
Well, that means
And
we'll be
then
able to see it.
And then it will be available for rental on July the 23rd. Those who opted not to check out the new Hellboy in theaters will have a chance to see it from the comfort of their living rooms very soon, as the movie is being dumped to Amazon Prime Video starting next month. Lionsgate released the reboot in theaters just a couple months ago, and it arrived with a hellishly ugly thud. Following disastrous and short run, it appears the studios decided to just cut their losses on this one, and it will be hitting a very popular streaming service in the coming weeks, which could possibly limit physical media sales. Then again, those prospects might be pretty low on this one anyway. I'm interested to see
I'm still
it.
gonna watch it.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't care what they say.
says released on April the 12th, the movie was lambasted by critics upon arrival. Hellboy currently holds a meager 17% approval rating from critics on Rotten Tomatoes to go against a better 58% audience score. That, coupled with heavy competition at the box office, made for a catastrophic mixture. Working with a reported $50 million budget, the adaptation series brought in just $21 million domestically and just shy of $19 million from international markets, bringing a total of $40 million worldwide. Not even enough to cover the budget, let alone the market.
It's rough.
Yeah, but I will really
Oh,
want
I'm
to
still
watch
gonna
it.
watch. Oh, we're going. I'll have it on July 9th.
Which is
They might not sell a copy, but I'll own it.
That's 2 weeks from today. So
We might have to drop it in rotation.
I mean, I think we have to. I mean, we were all fans of the other Hellboy movies, right? So
And we like dude from Stranger Things, so
yeah. So I mean,
can't be that bad.
I remember we talked about this movie when they were casting and all that stuff.
We were excited.
We were.
Trailer looked good.
Yeah.
Can't be that bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think. How can you fuck up? Hell, well, all right.
Easy now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll be getting a Jay and Silent Bob trailer soon.
Will we?
Yeah.
Where the fuck? I know he's had the movie finished for like a year.
Says Jay and Silent Bob reboot is coming to Comic-Con. This was June 21st. This article. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes are going to be throwing a Jay and Silent Bob reboot party at San Diego Comic-Con this year. The director teased back in April that he was going to be bringing some early footage of the long-awaited sequel down to the annual event, but he might be bringing something bigger. Details are scarce at the moment, but Smith did just reveal that the movie is about to go into the sound mixing stage. which means it's nearing completion. So he might be bringing the whole movie. But hey, on one of the podcasts I was listening to, it said that Universal do they own the rights to it?
He owns it.
Well, I
Right.
think Universal's releasing it though, or something like that.
Because that was one of the things was he owned the rights to that.
Yeah,
He can do as much
I
Jay and
think,
Silent Bob's as he wants to do.
yeah, and he said that they're trying to come up with a release date, which he thinks is going to be in the fall. I'm going to say probably October, November.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it'll be up, which is fine.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
mean,
watch it no matter when it comes out.
it's crazy. He did it. All right, Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, and then it's been what, almost 20 years?
Yeah, man, really.
It's been 18 years, I think,
Yeah,
at this point. What was it, 99?
been a hot
Or
minute.
2001's when it came out?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think if this one does well, he'll just be in the Jay and Silent Bob business?
Well, Moose Jaws is a Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Yeah. And then, I would love to see Jay and Silent Bob go have
I'll watch
jury
10
duty.
movies, dude.
Yeah, the Jay and Silent
They're my
Bob
Cheech and
fucking
Chong, man.
go to camp. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
They redo what was that camp movie? Meatballs.
Meatball. Yeah, I would love to see them do their version of Ghostbusters.
Oh God.
Jay and Silent Bob, you get fucking like Jason Lee in there. Why
Mm-hmm.
not? And get I'd say Ben Affleck, but fuck Ben Affleck. He ain't gonna do it.
He won't do it, cocksucker.
Yeah, right.
He's too busy counting money.
Yeah, counting that Batman money.
Yeah, no, he's still working on fucking. What was that?
Argo,
Nah, dude.
the town.
Nah, go back. He's counting Armageddon money
Oh yeah, that's right.
because there's just so
Don't
much
wanna
of it.
close my eyes. Don't wanna fall asleep.
What do y'all think Ben Affleck's net worth is? Ben Affleck's net worth.
According to the cheat sheet,
150 million.
Ben Affleck has a net worth
150 million. What do you think, Trav?
Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
300.
300 million. 130.
That's
That's still a
close.
lot of money.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money, dude.
it's more than I got.
Like, if I had that much money in the bank, I would call him up every night. Be like, how much money I got?
Yeah,
130 million. I'd be like, prove it.
bring it down here.
Bring it over here. Let me count it.
You do the full Richard Pryor.
Do the whole bit, dude. Bring it over here. Let me count it.
Could you imagine a van showing up that had 130 fucking million?
Well, could they
in
fit it in one van?
in a semi?
They show up. I'm like, unload it.
Yeah.
I'll get a hold of you next year when I got it counted.
Yeah. Where's my pallet jack? Yeah.
A lot of
I
money,
guess
dude.
I guess that's all she wrote
That's
on
all
this
she
podcast.
wrote.
So what are we watching next week?
Lords of Chaos. Trav already did a
And,
pre-screening.
Are you going to give it a pre-star, Trav?
Yeah. It definitely gets a full star from.
Can't wait to watch it then. Hell yeah.
All right, guys.
Hell yeah.
Keep it real. Keep it rigid. Checks in the mail.